Welcome to Samadhi Game.
Welcome.
Let's take this out like this. There. We started to broadcast now on Mondays and Thursdays. So today is the last week of...
Mondays, Wednesdays.
Actually, last week was the last week of Monday, Wednesdays.
True.
This is the first week of Monday, Thursday. So our next broadcast is going to be Thursday of this week rather than Wednesday. So the idea of Samadhi Game is very simple, very straightforward. The idea is that every time we come together, we give these mantras, these Samadhi Game mantras, a spoken word that says who we are at our core, which is something that we forget often. We forget who we really are, and we seem to feel that we're this knee-jerk reaction to everything around us rather than this eternal being at our core. And so this connection revolution, this connection economy, rather than the day trader on the stock exchange, and just knee-jerking from here to there. We're building long-lasting, patient, consistent, every Monday and Thursday responses to, not responses, but investments in eternity. So every Monday and Thursday we invest a little bit more time in eternity, rather than just knee-jerking from event to event. And today also I posted, speaking of events, the upcoming event, which is the 8 Days of Samadhi Retreat Meditation here at Sunny Mellow, starting October, when was it? October, let me look at the calendar, October 26th, and running to November the 3rd. So tune into that, take a look at that, and see what you see when it comes to the Samadhi Game Manifesto of Enlightenment for those days. And if you can attend, please think about it and think about coming and joining with us. The idea of Samadhi Game is fivefold. We develop our divine identity. We create an understanding of our dual human ego from the perspective of the neutral witness, this place of divine identity. We accelerate the understanding of both of those streams of consciousness until things begin to melt. We also begin to understand in Chapter 4 our unique polarity on the scale of masculine and feminine. So we understand how to use it creatively in relationship, which is primal to any creative and healing endeavor at all. And Chapter 5 is this work with manifesting the gift to give gone, this tantric abundance and healing. So in Samadhi Game, that's what it is. Yesterday, we had a really lovely day. We went to the amusement park,
Yes.
Hinkle's Family Fun Center, and enjoyed a 13th birthday for Dante and his friends. It was a lovely day, and and I think he's still, feeling the effects of it from yesterday, staying home in bed today, this morning, taking a little bit of time to recover. And so that's part of the healing. Some days you have to stay home, some days you have to go, go, go. But what we'd like to do is do that from the perspective of the neutral witness, understanding ourselves as this eternal being rather than a being that must be knocked around all over the place. So let's go ahead and go to Samadhi Game. Give the mantras of this eternity, affirming the eternity, affirming this eternal light within ourselves, this shadowless light, this light that is beyond the realm of shadow. It just is what it is. I am that I am, saith the Lord to Moses as he watched the burning bush. Let's go ahead and tune into this burning bush within us as we give these mantras. The shadowless light of Samadhi, its feeling, tone, and state of knowing. O glorious shadowless light of eternity, that brilliance of I am Samadhi, shining in the void as 10,000 suns, descend, 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 as the tangible substance of loving splendor, dazzling intelligence and palpable power for all to absorb and identify with, as the full and only authority throughout the earth, the boundless treasure house of the universe, and our infinite I Am Samadhi, of scintillating fire and dazzling light, that I am. I release the power of mastery without limit now, revealing the self and flooding forth perfect miracles and all activities, bringing to pass the enlightenment of the ages, and letting every being on earth sense and surrender to the intimacy of this light. Everywhere, the fullness of this self expanding as love, wisdom, and joy forever. Now, great songs of praise and gratitude burst forth from the heart of humanity for that silent splendor poured out to all. Now, pure love flows forth from the heart of the secret love star, drenching the earth with the glory and ecstasy of golden pink liquid light. Now, the oneness of supreme love, wisdom, and blazing joy overwhelms this world of duality in its glowing orb of transmutation, reconciliation, and dominion, making of Terra a smiling sun of everlasting, all-powerful, limitless light, casting no shadow, and in which only that absolute perfection can forever dwell. Now, I am limitless gifts of all good things, anointing the earth with abundance, healing, and happiness for all mankind.
O presence of the shadowless light
From out the great silence, we identify with thee now. I am the elation and exhilaration, freedom and liberation of this eternal experience and gnosis of Samadhi, its ecstatic hearing, blissful feeling, cosmic scent, sublime taste, and immaculate vision, holding all safely within that compassionate diamond heart forever. I intensify this feeling tone of I am shadowless light, in acknowledgement, acceptance, and awareness, surrendered devotion and adoration for this state of knowing that, this all-pervading I Am Samadhi, the intelligence of the heart that is divine illumination. I, and here you can pronounce an enlightened name for yourself. For instance, I would say, the Ascended Master Gregory Donald Brinkley, living super yogi brilliance. And then we continue on. Am awake, as is the Ascended Master Jesus, to this shadowless light, its feeling tone and state of knowing, that I am that never sleeps and enjoys all, now and forever. I wanted to just mention for a moment that this is a year ago today that we had 8 days of Samadhi meditation. We started on the 16th of September last year, giving 8 days of Samadhi, and Robbie had flown all the way from Croatia to join us on this endeavor, this 8 days. It was a lovely 8 days when we had guest speakers almost every day, I think. Mm-hmm. I think there was only 1 or 2 days that we broadcast, and we did the broadcast on our own. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we had guest speakers with us bringing their expertise and understanding of how it is that this process of enlightenment works, how we can get it down to earth, how it can actually make sense. And that's what we're going to do again in October. We're going to start this 8 days of Samadhi meditation, and we're going to have our guest speakers coming and visiting with us and sharing their understanding of Samadhi and how it is that we attain to this realm of enlightenment. What are we all doing here on this planet? Where are we all going? How are we attempting to find happiness? How are we all trying to sort it out so that we can make our way to the end of this lifetime victorious, joyous, happy, rather than feeling downtrodden or abused in some way or the other? So Samadhi Game gives us a code, if you will, that we can follow, an understanding of that. Do you have anything to add to that?
This all-forgiving I Am Samadhi. We have to put that forgiveness out.
Yes.
Erase the hate.
That's true. Forgiving and moving forward and loving. So let's go on and let's give another mantra. Let's give the opening pillar of light, the pillar of the world. Sublime I am Samadhi that I am, folding me now in that mighty, magic, electronic pillar of cosmic light substance. My identification with its magnificent humility and thoughtful creativity, so powerful and complete, that I artfully and magically alter every polarity with healing unity. Within this majestic pillar of light blazes that love as the violet, compassionate flame. In, through, and around my etheric, mental, emotional, and physical bodies, effortlessly dissolving, consuming, transmuting, and reconciling the dualities of my human ego, charging my world and all I contact with the tangible substance, living awareness, and conscious activity, the presence and superconscious samadhi of all enlightened beings, liberated and ascended masters, seeing, feeling, and hearing this light as it shines, radiates, and resonates within me as a visible pillar of the world, stabilized, supported, and sustained by the brilliant, elegant One, and infinitely sensitive to that invulnerable state of divine I Am Samadhi.
Our Samadhi cat.
Here she comes.
She has to be close.
You know, Marlena, whenever the phone rings or something happens with the computer and it makes its sounds, I don't know what it is. She loves to be close to those sounds. She hears it and she just wants to be close to us. And when we're close, when we're watching television in the evening and sitting on the couch, she doesn't sit here where she could. She sits near us. She always wants to sit close. It's kind of like the idea of Samadhi game. We want to stay close to that source. And Samadhi game mantras help us to align ourselves close to the source of being rather than on the periphery. Helps us to align ourselves to that eternal I amness within us. And that gives us strength, believe it or not, through turmoil, upheaval, through storms of life, through the storms of difficulty. Let's go ahead and say this last part of the mantra. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. And so just for a few moments, take in this music and meditate on this eternity as we listen to this beautiful music. Great. Thank you for joining us today on this abbreviated session of Samadhi Game. I hope you enjoy the few mantras that we give, and give them often. Give them daily if you can, for this opening pillar of light, this pillar of the world, will establish a thicker membrane of the Akashic light around you and protect you to some degree from the returning vagaries of karma. Love you. Have a great day. Come back on Thursday and see us on Thursday for this Monday, Thursday new sessions. Rhythm. It'll spread the time out a little bit better during the week. Hope to see you on Thursday. Have a great day.